Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomized Nuzlocke. This is part 21, and today we are here on version 6.0, specifically 6.0.2, I believe. This introduced a whole bunch of new fusions. We don't have any immediately on the team or anything, because this is still a randomized Nuzlocke. Whether we see them is up to, the heart of the cards, if you will. But I will go ahead and mention very briefly that there is currently an issue with the Pokemon Infinite Fusion launcher if you update, and also if you do what I was doing, where you had all of the sprites downloaded to your PC on the preloaded sprite pack, that is also not working. So currently I'm running the game as like default. It downloads some of the sprites as I'm playing, which might cause a couple of issues, and there is a couple of bugs here and there of like some Pokemon that are not fully getting custom sprites, even though I'm on custom sprites only, even after every randomized Pokemon, but they're very, very few, and I think most things are working fine. First things first, and the most noticeable difference, for me at least, is all of these sprites in the menu are very, very slightly different. They just show a little bit more of each Pokemon as far as I'm aware. Like Marowak, I don't think the bone was there. I don't remember seeing Lairon quite as clearly on the bottom. I feel like Eugene had the biggest change, okay? We should get this very clear. Eugene is no longer a grass type. That does affect our team a little bit, because instead of having a normal grass type, we have a normal poison type, obviously. So to try and make up for that a little bit, I did go ahead and teach it Venoshock, as we did have the TM for it. It is Technician boosted. We're not going to get the doubled power or anything like that from anything being poisoned, but we do have stab poison type moves. Whether that is useful or not, I don't know. We could flip it the other way around and have Eugene not be the Moneybags, but then the name doesn't make sense, and I don't care that much about it. But that's because starters and all of the other exceptions no longer have to have their primary typing. So Venusaur now uses Poison when it is second in the pairing, rather than always being Grass. So all starters are going to be... It basically just makes everything nice and uniform. First half, first typing, second half, second typing. There's no longer any exceptions for that. So, with that all said and done, I believe I have covered most things. I'm not going to go through every single Pokemon that was added in 6.0, as there was quite a lot. The important thing, Rockruff. There you go. Okay, that's all that matters. It's not true, but you get the idea. It's one that I like, and I'm looking forward to. We have a Route 16 encounter to go ahead and get, which is why we still have Persephone on the team. We also have this items pick up, which is an X accuracy. I believe we can also get the HM for Fly after we grab this, but right now our encounter is going to be a Parasect. Unfortunate for me, because I don't like Parasect, but you know what? It should be easy to catch. So I'm level 19 as well. So we should have a nice, easy time. I think once we've gone ahead and gotten our encounter here, I'm actually going to go ahead and put Tortellini back on the team. I did train Tortellini up slightly. I got it to like level 31. Skills also gained like 2 levels because I switched training with it. Some of the Pokemon, I think Persephone is even included in this. Some of the Pokemon have had, some of the Pokemon have had their EXP amounts changed because their scaling has been changed to more appropriately make them level at a certain rate. So Tortellini went down like 4 levels from 27 to 23 when I took it out of the box. Definitely looks like it will actually gain levels because its XP bar is filled. So I don't fully know why some are changed and why some weren't. Maybe some were just using the wrong half of the fusion. Maybe some Pokemon were just coded slightly wrong. I don't actually know, but some Pokemon are gonna level up, some Pokemon are gonna level down. Stephanie's growth rate is changed to medium, this is what I was saying. Level will be adjusted to reflect its current XP. Down to level 32. Okay, so I take it back. Stephanie actually got dropped because it was leveling too quickly before. Stephanie did level very quickly before, so actually I think that makes sense. This is what I was talking about how I don't have the sprites downloaded to my PC anymore, so it's going to take a little while sometimes. There's going to be some cuts when I catch Pokemon and when certain Pokemon load in, I guess. Ooh. However, it is going to show both sprites, and I kind of like Dr. Tea Time sprite a little bit more, honestly. It's horribly cursed, but it is interesting. Would you like to use this sprite? Honestly, yes. Yes, I would. It's more horrifying. And it makes me feel like my fear of Parasect is validated. What on earth do we want to call you? That is a horrifying image that I've got to work with. I'm just gonna call you Grabby. A little bit like Gabby, but Grabby instead. Alright, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some fly, shall we? From you. You found my secret retreat. Please don't tell anyone I'm here. I'll make it up to you with this. HMO2 fly. We do have Talonflame, and I do think it's probably worth it. We could get rid of Brave Bird. I don't love Brave Bird. I don't love recoil in Nuzlocke, but it is very powerful. And Aerial Ace, while it is kind of useful, between Brave Bird, Fly, and our other moves, I imagine we'll always have the coverage that we need. So I think we'll just take the extra base power of Fly. Brave Bird can be useful. One-shotting things is very valuable. I just don't like recoil. And now that we can fly on back to Celadon, and we can start making our way towards the other Snorlax. And now that we have flied over, we can go ahead, grab Tortellini, replace Persephone, just for the time being. It probably won't be permanent. Whether we want to change the team around at all is an option. It is an option that I am open to, as we have been using this team for a while. We also got Raiden, the Raichu, and Honedge pairing, which can also be Electric Steel, which does sound slightly tempting to me. We could have a different Electric Steel type. Obviously, it won't have Levitate, which would be a downside. Hello there, Electro. You are a fancy... I kind of thought that was shiny for about half a second, because I saw the sparkle. We do have Volt Absorb. I'm going to double check that, because some things were changed, and we're on a new update. We do still have Volt Absorb, yes. We are weak to flying, though, so actually, this is probably not a great idea anyway. We should be absolutely fine going into Fangale, though. Fangale, though, I kind of like the idea that he's just got a bomb ready to be dropped. Ready to go. The colors are like a warning sign. This thing is horrifying. Spark should be neutral. Spark is in fact neutral. You have a berry. Just Oran. I have Papa Berry. But the berry was too sour. I think that's the first time I've seen something actually get confused eating its berry. We've seen a lot of berries. Like a lot. And a lot of Jacoba berries or whatever they're called that make me take damage, which is rude. But I've seen a lot of berries. First time seeing an actual, like, confusion, though. This is Safari Ball. Okay. Okay. We don't have a Route 12 encounter either, I believe. We could fish. We have re-randomized since the Magikarps. I'm going to hold off for now, because eventually we'll get Surf, and then we'll have some more variation, and that will be fine. We're also sorting by area, so I mean, Magikarps would be fine. But level 5 is also kind of awkward to catch, because I can't weaken it. So, there's positives and negatives, I suppose. For right now, though, I was about to go into Eugene, but Eugene is now weak to Psychic. That's going to get something bopped at some point, I'm sure. Something's going to get bopped. Is Wizard's XP still fine? Seems like it. The XP bar still seems to be where it should be. I think as long as the XP bar is showing a blue amount somewhere, then everything should be a-okay, as far as I'm aware. With my incredibly limited knowledge of everything that has changed. So, I should also mention, if anything has changed in the 16 hours or so it will take for this video to go live, I will not be aware of it. So, check the Discord for updates, run the updater before you play, do all of that stuff, because I'm sure there'll be bug fixes. And as always, if you're updating to 6.0 on an already existing save, there's a little bit of risk. Like, I accepted that there was a little bit of risk doing this in the middle of the playthrough, but I thought, hey, more custom fusions, more variety is always going to be good, so I'll take the risk. If I have to run back here, so be it, you know, with a new team. It wouldn't be the end of the world or anything. So, yeah. Just keep that in mind when you're updating. Maybe finish the current playthrough and then do it once it's more stable is always an option, but some people just want to go straight into it, and I understand that. This Snorlax, how are we gonna deal with you? We do have Thunderwave. We do have Thunderwave. Let's just do it. Like to play the Poke Flute? Yes, this should be re-randomized as well. Pretty sure it's area dependent, but it should be re-randomized as well because I updated and re-ran the randomizer. So this should be a brand new static encounter. I'm invisible. Happens, you know, sometimes you play the flute a little bit too hard and you disappear out of existence. Pokemon World things, you know? Our encounter is going to be Sun Tomb. Sunflora Spiritomb? Pressure. That definitely sounds like Spiritomb. We're weak to grass. I kind of want to Thunderwave it. But it would be really silly to risk doing anything stupid when I just put this thing on the team because I want to evolve it at 36. We could go into Eugene, who is actually resistant to grass and poison. If Sunflora even has a poison type move. We also immune to Ghost. Seems fine. Seems fine. See what moves it has first. If we see no grass type moves after it's gone for 4 moves, then we'll know that we can swap back in safely. Until then, I'm going to hit you with a really weak Razor Leaf, I guess? Wow, that was way weaker than I expected. Okay, alright. Endeavor. I have no HP. You have 56 HP with that much of a bar? That's crazy. I mean, I'm actually just going to keep going for Razor Leaf, just because I'm not 100% sure on its primary compared to secondary typing. It does have Giga Drain, so we're not swapping back into Thunder Wave, I guess. Giga Drain's also annoying, because it means that our Razor Leaf's doing even less. Is it worth just throwing the ball? It might be worth just throwing the ball. I also don't like being at that HP. I don't like being below half, it makes me nervous. How likely to catch is this? Also, is that Sunkern or Sunflora? That was a very easy capture. That might be Sunkern. I actually don't know. The face looked like Sunkern, but everything else made me think Sunflora. Interesting. We basically have 2 different shades. Do we want spring form, or do we want summer form? You know what? Let's take summer form. Oh, we'll take summer form. Grass Ghost, so I'm glad I didn't fight thinking it was maybe a dark type, because that would have been silly. Pokemon that's formed by 108 spirits, they will not eat, subsisting only on morning dew. I think that's Sunkern. What do we call a Sunkern Spiritomb? Squelch. You're called Squelch. Congrats, Squelch. You've got a beautiful name. Oh, the way is clear. Finally. Am I gonna be uninvisible at any point? Picking it up with a poker flute. I never would have thought of that. I guess that Koga was right. Brute strength isn't always the best strategy. You're a real lifesaver. Let me give you something for your trouble. HMO for strength. I did not realize this was over here. That was very important. I was nearly just going to go straight down Cycle Road and ignore this entire path, but I'm glad I didn't. Thanks for helping out. No worries. Okay, I am visible again. That is convenient. I do like to be visible. And I guess we just continue. We're probably just going to do a whole lot of Pokemon battles today, and we'll see if we can see any new sprites. That's terrifying, first of all. It's not a new sprite, but it is terrifying. We're weak to Fairy. Dialga is primary Steel, is it not? So this is Fairy Dragon. That's a scary type to deal with. Although Skittles can't. Skittles is weak to Steel. No. No. I guess we go into Mibbles. Mibbles should be neutral. Mibbles is strong. Mibbles, Big Club, bonk. Minimize. No. I'm not going to go for Fake Out because I don't want to miss Fake Out. I just want to Boomerang. We miss. He misses too. Boomerang. No misses. No funny business. No Aura Spheres. Double Slap. Double Slap is fine. Stop missing. This is really bad because pressure means we actually only have 2 more of these left. Stop missing. There we go. That's the massive damage we like to see. Dialga who? You can read it. I don't need to say that name, right? You can read? Yeah. Yeah. Squirtle Nidoking. Yeah. Or Slowking. Or any of the other kings. Slacking, maybe. I'm gonna go into Wizard because we're sure of Squirtle, which means it's weak to Electric. It is, in fact, Squirtle Nidoking. Squirt King. There you go, I said it. You're happy now. You are gonna be Water Ground. That is unfortunate for us. I guess we're Aura Sphering. Actually, still respectable damage, although that was respectable damage back. Aura Sphere should KO. Okay, alright. No need to risk any funny business there. I should probably be speaking to these people, just in case they give goodies, or they give rods. Although I think you give me the next rod. Hello there, pal. I'm the fishing guru's brother. I simply love fishing. You like to fish? I like to fish up randomized Pokemon, yes. Rand, I like your style. Take this and fish young one. A good rod. We could go get good rod encounters for Route 12. We could. It smells like fish. It smells like fish. I like that. I like that. I'm actually going to run back and heal real quick first, though. Am I? No. No, I'm not. I'm lazy. How much HP do I have? Oh, yeah, I have 82 HP. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We just good rod. We land a Pokemon. I might have to speed up going. I actually don't know. Orcell. Orcella? Sneasel. Not what I was expecting. Pretty colors. We're gonna Thunder Wave. No reason not to. It's level 6. I don't think we have to be too worried about it taking us out or anything. And I think we are good to... Any ball we want to use over a Fusion Ball? We could try and get Pokerus on the team at some point. We could be very smart about this, and maybe once we get to Route 13, just below, we could try and catch using an Old Rod. Maybe hopefully find something with a really weak catch rate at level 5 because it's the Old Rod. Catch it in the Virus Ball and get Pokerus on the team. That is some metagaming shenanigans right there, but it would be interesting to see if we could make it work. It would be very interesting. We do also have Candy Balls, which would help at level, but I mean, at level 6, it's going to level up so quickly anyway that it doesn't matter. I think we just Fusion Ball. Candy Balls are something to consider, though. I don't know particularly what we would want to use them against. Probably just a decent-ish Pokemon, something's kind of mid-tier that we would want immediately leveled up for some reason. I don't know what that would be. I get the feeling they're going to be some Pokeballs that I just carry around forever without actually using. Water Ice typing. Pretty cool type, pretty cool type. It's like a knockoff Lapras. What do we want to call you? I don't know why I went to Cork immediately. I've kind of stopped at Cork. Cork also is kind of fine. Would I put this thing in a wine bottle to block it off? Maybe. Cork it is. My naming scheme today is really on one. I don't know why I'm naming things the way I am, but that's what we're calling it. And I believe we are good to continue. We could have also went to the grass down here. Well... Part of me is a little curious to know what I could have missed. Let's see what I missed, shall we? What did I miss? Okay, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. What else was there, though? That would have been the grass encounter, but I could have had Exegrio. That is horrifying. There's a lot of eggs. There's a lot of eggs. What else is there? Do we have any new sprites popping up? Lickitung Giraffe. The thing is, I don't know what sprites, already existed. I don't have a knowledge of all, tens of thousands of sprites that people have made up to this point. I'll only know if it's, a new Pokemon that was added, the Rockruff that I know about. Pori Inch. It's kind of cool. I also love the fact that he's just Pac-Man eating a ghost. I love that. I love that. Are we good to just Bubble Beam? I think we're good to Bubble Beam. Should we normal ground? Probably has Psybeam, but again, Trapinch is high physical attack. I think we're fine to... Well, we also have Double Kick. Is our physical or special attack higher? Let's min-max this, shall we? Our physical attack is higher, so I guess we will Double Kick. Agility, that's fine. Fine, we'll double kick again. Recover, in true Porygon fashion, he uses recover. That will be fine. And jump, Nyx. Jump Bluff Onyx. Grass ground. I guess Fangale with a flying type move makes the most sense. Oh, he's beautiful. That's beautiful. I guess we're gonna find out if it has sturdy. I'm gonna go for fly. Dodge Leech Seed. Fly lands. It wasn't even enough to bring it to sturdy because of the sheer defense. I want to see that thing cotton guard. I want to see that thing's just thick cotton hide. Hide? It wouldn't really be a hide. Kind of would. I don't know. What do you have? Do you have anything new for us? I need it. I need it. I need that. I need that. I need that one. I need that one. I need that on my team. That is beautiful. I just like weaponry, to be honest. But also, that's a straight up War Maiden. That's cool. What type are you? Well, you're gonna have Psychic type moves, so we're not staying in, for sure. Mega Slash is primary. I should know this. We have a Honedge Raichu. And it was Raichu first, Honedge second, and when we caught it, it was Electric Ghost. So this should be Steel primary. So we have a Steel Fairy type. That sounds like Mibbles needs to come in and Bone Meringue it. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. I'm very afraid of this thing. Sacred Sword. Well, that's not what I want you to do at all. That's scary. Don't do that. Okay, I've changed my mind because I'm terrified. We're going into Fangale because Fangale is neutral to everything this should have. Our strongest move is Spark. We intimidated it, at least. I think. We did intimidate it, right? Our ability wasn't changed. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, we still have Intimidate. He was definitely intimidated, I'm sure. We're gonna Spark, and I'm slightly afraid. That's good damage. Papa Berry gets paralyzed. We can Spark again. There's that first turn paralysis working on my side for once. Not very often I get to see it on my own side. Don Ron. Donphan Aaron. Donphan Aaron sounds weak to water to me. Look at the little guy. Not that little, because it's a Lairon, but it's a little guy. We could double kick, but I get the feeling we're going to want to hit this on the special side with Bubble Beam. So. 30. No shenanigans. No shenanigans, we're fine. Whenever I see Sturdy, my first thought is Sturdy counter. You know? Probably because I played a Pokemon Infinity Soul Link recently with a friend, and there was Sorks. And they had Sturdy counter. And there was some moments where some Pokemon were in some situations. Sylveon Butterfree, by the looks of it. Sylveon Butterfree, we should be fine to just hit the other Rock-type move with skills. Skills is floating a little bit. Oh! Ooh! That's also kind of cool. Do we Rock Tomb you and try out speed, or do we one-shot? We probably one-shot with Rock Slide, right? We do, in fact, one-shot with Rock Slide. Very nice, very nice. Galvania, you have a lot of Pokemon. Galvantula Roselia? Alia? I think we're fine staying either way. Galvantula Curlia. I'm just gonna Rock Slide again. Electro Web would not outspeeding anything ever with this Pokemon, we already know that. And Rock was super effective. Glorion. For the glory. Ooh. Gloom. Gloom wants the glory. and some kind of evolution that we honestly have no idea about, but we're weak to grass, so we're going to swap into Fangale, I guess. We'll also lower its attack with Intimidate, which is always nice. I still don't know what evolution that is. Is that Flareon? I actually have no idea. Well, it's Rion, right? It's Rion, Gloom, Rion. It has to be Flareon. Meaning we should be fine to just go for Fly, because it should be Grass Fire. Okay. I'm working things out slowly, okay? My brain's still a little bit fried. It happens. And Horn-Own. Haunter Unknown. Haunter Unknown sounds like we bite it and it goes away. That's just a purple unknown. That's all it is. It's just a purple unknown. Okay. That's fine. Now I'm going to go and heal, though, for sure. And we are going to continue. I do believe I'm still on, like, the tier 1 speed up. I'm probably going to keep it on that just because of the sheer amount of trainers that are on these routes on cycling roads and the way down to Fuchsia City on the right. There's just a lot of them, so I feel like this is probably worth doing. We can go to skills in an Uber Rock type move. Glace Tough. Blue Wiggly Tough, to be honest. That's kind of all it is. Fall under some rocks. It wasn't enough to KO, huh? I could have probably went for Iron Head. I might have been stronger, but either way, is what it is. Tortellini wants to learn Flail. It could be funny, but I'm not going to learn Flail. I think we'll stay with what we have. And Ditsion. Ditto Glaceon? That sounds like double kick. That sounds like it needs to be kicked in the face. That sounds like... Oh, what happened? The Wigglytuff set me up in the mindset of, hey, it's going to be a blue Ditto. Like a shiny Ditto. You know how it's blue? With maybe like Glaceon's ears coming out of it or something? Not whatever that is meant to be. Someone save it. It's suffering. Help them. I'm going to help them by kicking them in the head. With a crit, apparently. That may have been needed, to be honest. That may be needed. Route 13. Do we put into practice what we said about the ball to try and end off this episode? I think we should. I think we should. I'm gonna Old Rod. And probably fail this because it's gonna go faster. We land a Pokemon. It should be level 5. Raichu Meganium. That's gonna be very hard to catch in a Virus Ball. It's a good pair. It's a really good Pokemon encounter, actually. Don't get me wrong, it just doesn't fit with my plan that I wanted to show off, which is unfortunate. Yeah, we're not going to be able to Thunderwave that. I could just try and Virus Ball it. I could, but it's going to have starter catch rate. I don't think Pikachu's catch rate is good either. I think these are both hard to catch. And with no Staz, we could Dream Ball it first so it's asleep. Provided it breaks out and we don't catch it with the Dream Ball. Let's try it. Let's try it, okay? If I don't try it now, I'm probably never going to. So let's try it. I'm going to Dream Ball. It's probably going to get out. And then it will fall asleep. Did it just say it woke up? Did it have 0 turns of sleep? Did I just get scammed? I feel like I got scammed. Huh. I've changed my mind because now I feel scammed. I'm just gonna Fusion Ball because I don't trust. Thunderbolt, absorbed. It does have Thunderbolt at level 5, which is nice. Having Thunderbolt immediately means that sounds pretty good to me. I'm curious to see what other moves it has. Tail Whip. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Any of Meganium's moves? Do you have, like, Petal Dance? It probably doesn't. But it might. I don't know what Meganium has at level 1. Does Meganium have anything funny at level 1? That maybe hasn't been replaced by Pikachu's moveset after that? It looks like a lot of it has changed to Raichu's moveset after it. We are not doing a super great job at catching this. We don't really have options with our current team, which is entirely on me. I could have, you know, brought even something like Fluffsy out, right, that had Sing. But I didn't. Because my mindset was, whatever it is, I'll just Thunder Wave it to boost the catch rates. I wasn't thinking about electric types. I don't know why, but it wasn't on my mind. But we do get it caught eventually. Okay, it took a little while, but we got there. Let's see if this has any other custom sprites. Herb, Mouse, Pokemon. Electric, Grass. Doesn't seem like it has any other custom sprites. Let's call you... Aura. I just wrote Laura with an S. And I don't know why I chose S when there's a Raichu and a Meganium, and neither of those start with an S, but... Aura. I don't know. I don't think we saw any new Pokemon that were added. I don't know if that's because there isn't any, or because we didn't get lucky in the randomizer. It's kind of hard to tell when everything's randomized, so we'll see. We'll see. It is interesting. I don't know where I was going with that. We do have the option of possibly changing the team around, though, which I am getting more and more tempted to do, because I kind of want to take out this Metang Genesect and see what that can do. I kind of want to take out Saura, to be honest, because Saura's kind of cool. Part of me wants to take out Bun. Yeah, we do have some options. We do have some options. At the moment, I'm going to just focus on keeping the team the same until we can get Tortellini to a Blaziken. And then we'll see how much that sprite changes around. And then after that, maybe we'll go crazy and change the team around and try and, like, rework it a bunch. Next episode is just trying to get to Fuchsia City, I suppose. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, though, of version 6.0, remember to go and check it out yourself. Leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye.